we decided to pull over, just driving along this coastal path all the way up the top end of the island there. You got Ellinger and Hammershus is all the way up there. Can't quite see it today. We're near Vang, and there is this cutest little seaside. What would you even call this?
This is called Tidecoast.
Yeah.
So it's back in the olden days, this was a fisherman village, and so that's why you can see all the smokehouses on the side of the road.
I was going to say, yeah, there's one right there.
These used to be fisherman houses, but now they're used as little summer houses. Some of them are fishing houses.
I'd say some of them would be. There's a little fishing hut. There's no boats here.
Anymore. But this was a very much a fishing village.
Jeez.
So it's right up against.
It's right up against the dock. So if we step down here, there's a little information board here. Oh, you want to come down, darling? Grab your hand. We are. And just look how cute it is here. Oh my gosh, this is like one of the most picturesque things I've ever seen. So yeah, you can see there's another little smokehouse there. We passed a couple just driving along here. There's a few little walking paths at the top. But yeah, look, this is what it would have looked like back in the day. It's all in Danish, but it's German as well, but yeah. But look how gorgeous it is out here, and it's just so peaceful and quiet. Says the loud Englishman, of course.
This is built in 1850.
This village was 1850. So some of these houses, you can tell probably some of them like that one and that one, they've definitely been renovated, but some of these are probably...
So most of these are done in 1850. Only 2 were built after 1920.
Oh yeah, because look, there's the original version. This one here is that house there, I think. Jeez, just look at it. It is so gorgeous. We'll come back if I find anything else, but definitely when sunset comes. So this is a little village, and there's another one, if I can point right down there, pretty much identical to this one, and it's just so quiet. Yeah, let's guess there's Stina. Hi, Stina! If you want to get onto that side, you have to go all the way around the harbour, but it's places like this that make you realise that it's just so much nicer where it's out in the quiet. I used to think that living in the city was what I wanted, but then you just come out here and I don't know how much you can hear because obviously I'm recording on my phone, but it's just so quiet, and it's just the water. This is, you know, it's cold, don't get me wrong, having been in this water before, not at this time of year. But it's just so cold, and you never see anyone down here. And just look at the sunset. It is just... You can see some boats out in the distance, which is also quite fun. But on a clear day, I'm trying to think, we're on the west side of the island. I don't know if you can see Sweden from here. But it is just unbelievable how pretty it is down here. Because then you just also got the cliff faces, because Vang, one of my favourite places on the island, is, I think, between there where an old quarry was, and it's got a similar harbour like this, but there's just nothing in it. You know, I definitely recommend Bornholm for anyone to come, and I say that in, you'll see that I say that in a lot of these videos, but it's when you take the time to really drive around places. You know, Stina just pointed, let's go down that side road when we were driving away from where we were just walking, and we just end up here, you know, and it is just gorgeous. I'll say, you've not been down here, have you, darling?
I've been here.
Oh, you've been here? Okay, no, I'm wrong. For someone who grew up here, you'd expect that, to be fair. It's just so pretty.
No, it's really nice.
It really is. Okay, let's find somewhere else to go. So we're just down the road in Helipella. As you can see, we came from just up there, down there. It's flipping cold here. But this one has 4 smokehouses instead of 2. As you can see, it's a slightly different harbour. So it's probably the bigger of the the 2 fishing villages. It doesn't say how many people were here, but you can see one of the smokehouses there. There's another one there, and I think there's one, Cena's in the car, staying warm. There's another one right here. So this itself is a smokehouse, which is now a loo. Very nice. And I think there's one a little bit further down the path, which is really interesting. I can't see it from here, but look, there's a beautiful thatched roof there. But no, it is gorgeous. But no, again, just another fishing village. I don't mean it's depressing, it's just now quiet. But then again, this one looks like it gets a little bit more use. You know, you actually got a bunch of stuff. I don't know what to call it. Yeah, still very pretty, but no, we're going to head somewhere maybe a little bit cozier so we can watch the sunset beautifully together. Okay, the sun is about to go down and we decided that we are going to have some pastries because we're hungry. So, ignoring the big bag of crisps that we've got down here and another air baked one, Stina has picked out 3 pastries for us to try.
Yes.
Have you had these ones before?
I've had all of these before.
Okay.
But they're different types. Depends on what kind of person you are. The first one we have is it's kind of like a pecan pastry.
What do you call it in Danish?
That's a great question.
She was at the checkout struggling to remember what they were called.
Give the receipt. Anyway, pecan.
Wiener pecan, okay.
So it's just a pastry with pecans and like kind of
custard.
It's a caramel pecan pastry. So, okay. You open it up. It has a nice crunch. My mom's not gonna be happy about that.
I mean, your brother.
Oh yeah,
in your brother's car.
But it's full of cream. It's really nice. So, there you go.
I've not tried this. They're cold as well, so they're not warm, but that's fine. You can definitely taste the pecan, or the pecan, sorry. Oh crap, I'm getting crumbs everywhere. It's got that strudel-esque taste because of the type of pastry. You can definitely taste the pecan, but you don't taste loads of it because it's only really on the top. You get a lot of the custard though, which is quite nice. It's not like, it's not English custard, but it's a different type of custard. Just so you guys can see what we're looking at. That's our view. It's not bad. We're in a small fishing village called HYGGE. It's very pretty. There's
all the ducks.
Look at all the ducks. There's so many flipping ducks. Quack, quack. My floaty boys.
They're right here.
Wait, there's ducks behind us as well. Look at that. There they are. Hello, boys. There's also like there's like loads of these little tripod things. It's very strange. Can't see it. I've zoomed it in. Heads up.
Oh, I zoom. Look at these little guys. They're flocking.
They're heading down the ramp.
There's a lot of them, and that guy over there, and you know the little cars.
He keeps looking at us.
Yeah, he does, but you know it's fine.
Pastry number 2.
So that one's really. I think that one would be really, really nice. This is the end of the day, so it's been sitting there. I think it would be really nice if it was warm. Tomorrow. Alright, moving on to.
Don't you have another appointment
number
tomorrow?
2. This is a blue dice nine.
Here it is in comparison to my head, and I've got
Christian's
a big
head's
head.
big.
I've got a big head.
So a blue dice nine is a cinnamon bun, but larger, and kind of. We don't put cream cheese on them.
No, there's no frosting. It's just like a chocolate.
Yeah.
Chocolate kind of coating. So it should just. Is there anything? Do you know if there's anything like in the middle of the pastry?
So it's just cinnamon stuff, cinnamon butter stuff. It's a cinnamon roll without the cream cheese frosting, and it's also a little more dry, but it's really nice.
We'll see, because it's the end of the day and it's not warm.
It's the end of the day. If it was hot, it'd be different. There you go.
I'll have a bite first.
I got like nothing.
No, it's really good. It'd be better warm, but the flavour. It'd be great for dipping in hot chocolate. Like a hot drink, I think so. You know, like you can have like, you know when you dip a pan of chocolat or a croissant into a hot chocolate? Like, I would say that's arguably the best way you can have it. It's really moist, and that would absorb the flavour really well, like a digestive, like a hot chocolate hobnob kind of thing. Right, and then pastry numero 3.
Last pastry, fastelavnsboller. These are seasonal. Therefore,
yeah, I've never seen them before, even though I've been here a few times.
So this is an old-time fastelavnsboller. So these are seasonal. We only have them around February, but you know it's January and everything's like being pushed back like a month. So Christmas now starts in October. Fastelavn starts in January. They're filled with cream. This one is. It's just nice.
Just a cream pastry with chocolate on top. Again, I'm looking forward to it. It's not got jam in. You can get one with jam in.
You can get them with jam. You can get them with apples in them as well.
What, like apple or like
an apple compote. Raspberry jam.
I like raspberry jam.
But I prefer the cream ones. They have something similar called a crèmebolle, which you can also get year-round, but they're really easy to make. These are.
It looks like, yeah, like almost like a choux pastry where you just jam the thing, like a donut kind of thing.
Yeah, they're really easy to make.
My lactose intolerant self is going to love this.
Yum.
Oh! Oh! That's really sweet.
They're good.
Trying to think what it tastes like. The chocolate sauce on the top, it's not like regular chocolate sauce. It's oh, what's the? I swear there's a chocolate that we have here that tastes just like it. It's almost like the chocolate around the Lecresbolle.
Really?
Yeah.
It's just a glaze.
I mean, my taste buds work better right now because she went to the dentist a few hours ago.
I can't taste anything, actually.
This side of her face is numb.
I actually can't taste these, which is really sad. But
She came out the dentist. Imagine someone like, you know in the movies where someone gets hit like with a tranquilizer and their tongue is like hanging out their mouth. Her tongue wasn't hanging out her mouth, that's how she was speaking. A bad lisp. But no, they were good. Of all the pastries, like Danish pastries I've had, I've definitely had better.
Yeah.
Considering there are some that you can have that you have cold, that you're supposed to have cold, like the what's the raspberry one, like the almost looks like a pool in the middle.
That's a Spandauer.
Yeah, they're really good cold. Those are really good cold. Those, the last one I'd have to say was the best. If I had to rate the last one out of 10, I'd give it a 7. It's not my favourite.
7 pastries out of 10 pastries. I do want to clarify, these were bought from a store, you know, just like from a regular post, so they're not like the high-end ones.
It's not a proper Danish bakery, no. We'll have to do that though.
Taking into
Show you guys what that
consideration that most bakeries these days, just, you know, get them frozen. It makes it sad. Like, there are really nice bakeries in Copenhagen, especially.
Oh, yeah.
Where you can get them freshly made, but, you know, I think more and more people, especially because it is January, they'll just use their frozen items.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but when you get them fresh, oh, it's really good. But yes, I'd definitely say the last one's the best one. Then I'd say this, I don't know, would you say the cinnamon roll or the strudel?
I prefer the pecan strudel myself.
Really?
Yeah, well, I like it because it's just really simple, but I also really like pecans.
If I had to, it depends on the situation. I think if I was having just the strudel, if it was like on its own, I'd have the strudel on its own because it's lighter. Whereas that is a heavy boy. That's a heavy boy. It's a bit as big as my big old dome that I've got on.
It's really nice hot, I will say that. Otherwise,
yeah.
I find it kind of dry.
You made some really good ones at home.
These?
You made cinnamon rolls, no?
I've never made cinnamon rolls.
What was those things that you made for that cultural night?
Those are kardemommersnor.
Oh. For the Danish viewers, you know what that means. I don't know what it means. I'm still learning Danish.
Kardemommersnor are Swedish, I think. Oh,
anyway, sun's gone. We're gonna go home now. And we'll see you in the next bit.